People, like magnets, have both positive and negative sides. Which side are you using to grow your business? Hey guys, welcome back. I am Mike Sutton with BeBuildHave.com. I work with business leaders who are getting burnt out on doing and ready to just start being happy and successful in their businesses. And I've been doing a lot of content so far this year. I've released a video every day. Now, today's the 21st, so this is my 21st video for this year. And my clients don't come to me for marketing and sales and leadership advice. I have a lot of experience with those things and they get value from that. But the people that I work with are people who are trying to figure out how to get unstuck, who are trying to grow more. They've got some frustration, they've got some anxiety, they've got some anger. And that's to some extent what's motivating and driving their business. And so I'm putting this message together that I want to talk about today because one of the things that comes up is I'll talk to business owners and they'll find out that or they'll recognize that they're very controlling or they're perfectionists or they feel overwhelmed or too busy or they're people pleasers and they can't say no. And when we dig into this, very frequently we find that it's motivated by fear or anxiety or self-doubt or envy or something that's some version of anger. And so we'll just, without calling it something specific, we'll put these all in the bucket of negative energy. And so we work through this and the conversation eventually gets to the point where we're talking about letting go of this negative energy. And something really interesting happens. And the same thing happened to me. I went through had the same question myself, which is, okay, if I let go of this negative energy, then won't I just, stop building my business? This negative energy is what's been pushing me to want more. And if I let go of that, I'm just going to wither. And it's kind of making this mistake of confusing content with complacent. And the worst form of it is when a business owner says something like, oh, I hope I never reach my goals, because that would mean I'd have nothing to work for and then I would just be done. And I'm never done. I want to keep growing. And I think that's really confusing the issue. But again, it's an understandable concern. I had that exact same concern. So let me help you look at it this way or offer this viewpoint. As a kid or maybe as an adult, did you ever have the chance to play with bar magnets? And if you put the two negative ends or the two positive ends together, they push apart. But if you can flip one of them around, then they suck together, they attract each other. People emotionally have kind of a similar dynamic. It's a little bit different, but think of a negative person and what they're going to attract with their negative energy. They're going to attract other, probably more negative people to them. But somebody who's positive, confident, successful, charismatic, is going to attract other positive people to them. So now think back to tie this to your business and the motivation that's kind of driving your business. If a lot of your energy in your business is negative, frustration, depression, anxiety, self-doubt, fear, anger, resentment, jealousy, or envy, if that's your energy, then you're going to attract other people with negative energy, employees, prospects, customers. But you want to attract positive people who you enjoy working with that are going to help make you happier to be around you in your business. And so now you're at odds. And so you'll probably say, well, I hide my negativity away. I never take that into sales conversations, and it doesn't come through in my marketing, and I don't share that with my employees. I hide all my stress and anxiety. I don't show that to anybody. The problem is people, humans, are made to communicate energy, communicate emotion incredibly quickly and effectively. It's very hard to hide our emotional energy, positive or negative. And that's what makes us social creatures. What makes us able to cooperate, to empathize, to understand each other, is that we're really innately good at this. And it's really hard to hide your energy, positive or negative. And so if you've got this negative energy, it's leaking out in some way, and that's what's attracting the results you're getting in your business. And so if you're frustrated with the results you're getting in your business, that's a reflection of the energy that you're carrying in, that you're putting into your business. If you were really able to hide it, then you'd be getting great results and you wouldn't need a video like this. There'd be no problem. You could just be unhappy and get great results and somehow live with that paradox. So we still have this question of, okay, so I let go of my anger, I let go of the fear, I let go of this negative energy. Won't I just become complacent and stop trying to be better? Which makes sense because that negative energy is what we know. It's what we're used to. We know how to manage it. We know how to deal with it. We think we know how to hide it. And we can't imagine what the alternative is. And it's not because we're not capable of it or because we never knew, but it's because we've forgotten. We've just gotten too used to the negative energy. But if you let go of the negative energy, what replaces it are feelings like desire and joy and hope and ambition. And these energies are positive. They're attractive. They're going to draw other positive people into us. They're going to help us build the business that they want. They're much more powerful and they're much more effective and they're much more congruent and aligned with the results that we want in our lives and our business than that anger, than any of those negative emotions, any of those negative energies. But it takes some amount of faith and courage to let go of what we know and to embrace these things that we've forgotten, that feel unfamiliar to us because we shut them down out of fear or anxiety or threat or injury in the past. We stopped listening to them. We started ignoring them and pushing them down in favor of things that we could control: anger, fear, anxiety, doubt, depression, low self-esteem. We can control those things, but they don't get us what we want. They make us feel in control, but we can't make the world give us what we want, so that leaves us frustrated. And so what I'm arguing is when you get to that point where you're saying, okay, I recognize that this negative energy is hurting me, but I also recognize that I'm holding on to it, I'm clinging to it because it's familiar and it's comfortable and it's what I know, even though it's not necessarily what I want. The next step is letting go of it and having the faith and courage to know that these other positive forces, desire, joy, ambition, hope, they are there for you as soon as you make room for them. As soon as you're ready to allow those forces into your life, they're going to be there for you. And then when you go back into your business and you're communicating with prospects and clients and employees and all these people, and you're carrying this positive energy, that's an even stronger motivator and a more attractive force for the things that you want in your business. You don't have to worry about, well, if I'm not driven by frustration, what's going to make me want to be better? You're going to want to be better because people just want to grow and expand and be better. And these positive forces, desire, joy, hope, and ambition, are going to fuel that much more effectively than the anger and fear and self-doubt and depression. And you're going to get what you want. You just have to be willing to take that step. And look, I get that there are more questions. I get that it's tough, but you've got to start someplace. So start here today and tap into the other resources that are out there. This is the underlying message beneath all those self-help books that you've been reading and thinking like, okay, well, this doesn't solve my problem. This is the core of it all. That it's okay to let go of what you're comfortable with and familiar with and embrace hope and desire and joy and ambition. And it really will work out for you. And that's my message for today. And it felt good to share it. I hope you enjoyed hearing it, and I hope you get some value from that. And again, you don't have to have the whole thing mapped out and understood and internalized today. Just be willing to take that first step. Commit to making this change. And if you need help and resources along the way, that's what I'm here for. So check out the other videos in the series that I've been putting out. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on iTunes. You can find me at bebuildhave.com. You can email me directly, mike@bebuildhave.com. I love engaging with you guys directly. This is why I do the show. This is the journey that I've been on so that I can share this message with you. So let me know what your questions are. Let me know what your challenges are. Let me know how this strikes you. And if you find it helpful, I'm going to keep this stuff coming. Until we speak again, be the person, build the business, and have the successful life that you want to have.